Saludos banda, aquí continuando la misión para descubrir quién fue el hijo de perra que la atacó a Chris, ¿no? Vamos.
Is it not better to nip the problem in the bud? I tried to get the temple guard to enter the suit. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Sentí algo. Wow, nivel 16, boludo. Vale. Un poquito de... Preparamos el fuego. Ah, ni llegado, mira, pensé que estaba más cerca. Ah. Mira, uso magia contra este.
But of course. Yes. What is it?
Uso magia contra el doctor, contra el cirujano. Más, hijo de puta. Tío, no tengo este mejorado. Ah, me falta ingrediente alquímico, cebo de oso. Ah, bien. Qué tonto que soy, lo hubiera comprado para no tener que estar poniendo tanto. Le volvemos un poco.
How's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me.
Uy, no,
Surely you
tío.
understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Ay, qué lástima, boludo.
Take the ladder.
Vale, escalera esa. Poca iluminación hay acá. Ah, cierto que tenía la
This is
poción
the
para ver en la
place.
oscuridad.
Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Custody. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Ahí lo pueden leer. Ponen pausa y lo leen, chicos. Creo que algunos ya los leí, ¿no? No, pues ahí tengo que buscar el cadáver. Ahí lo pueden leer. Este ya lo leí. Estos son cadáveres.
Looks like necrophages got to this one. Human. Wrong body type. Let's keep looking.
Bien, pongan pausa y lo leen. Ahí. Y ahí. Bueno, por suerte aquí no hay nada para matar. Aquí debe haber muchas cosas alquímicas. ¿Por qué tanto alcohol, boludo? ¿Qué? Bien. Uy. Esperen un segundo.
This isn't it.
Es una mujer la que mató, si no mal recuerdo. Bien. Es el mismo libro que acabo de leer, boludo. Es raro que haya muchos libros iguales porque en esa época todavía no existía la imprenta. Vale. Vamos.
Looks like necrophages got to this
Ah,
one.
no, este ya vi. Es para el otro lado. Viejito, no. Hasta un lado. Bien.
That's gotta be him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's, more likely.
Este.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive.
Ooh.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Loco, infeliz, boludo.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
Guantes, guantes.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
And a different sense of humor. His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Penicilina
There
hay que
could be a
inyectar.
connection.
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Bien.
All right.
Tiene que
Think I
inyectarse
know enough.
penicilina.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
Yeah. A ver, según las pistas no habrá sido un ritual. Ni un castigo. Sí, yo creo que está loco,
No
¿no?
motive to speak of. Murder is mad, plain and simple.
Unfortunate. Such individuals are hardest to catch.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, Your Reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As Your Reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
¿Vieron cómo tiene la vela ahí en el pecho?
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Bien, hay que detener a este asesino. Para mí que un loco nada más. Voy a hablar primero con este, creo que está más cerca.
You can't go out in the streets no more. At least before they didn't used to kill women.
You, Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue.
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? Not a person either, as I recall.
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so poor, I cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one. Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid. You searched Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you a tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Talk. What did you find on him?
I had you wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town. Oi, fucking hell! What was that for?
For everything.
Qué culiao, boludo. Tenía notado el nombre de Priscila, interesante, ¿ah? Bien. Este está más cerca. Vamos a ver primero la casa del enano, del carpintero. Seguramente voy a encontrar. interesante, soy como el detective. ¿Por qué va caminando lento por acá? Ah, no. Entra por este costado. Ah, aquí donde estaba la soñadora. Sí.
Boom! Scare you. Yes.
Sigue barriendo la soñadora. Y esto como me acuerdo, ¿no? Bueno, continuemos con lo que tenemos que venir a hacer. Bien, era ya donde estuve primero nomás. Entro a la puerta, ve que nos atiende.
Anyone home?
Begone, or I'll set my hounds on you. Molly, Striga, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutt, lie down. Come on in. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. But better barking dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these 2 mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it. I'll be closing it down now. As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family, or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenfurt, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss and burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleating orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, "'Tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag," and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep. Her pont said a fever took her.
Fine, we've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Si roba seguramente. Bien. ¿Ya acá?
Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly. Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Bueno, ahora esto es el taller.
More blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood, left a few stains behind. Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Hay un olor.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it. Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
¿Qué hay?
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
Formaldehyde.
Doubt Fabian used it.
No sé si tiene una mala traducción o si tiene esta palabra. Bueno, nos vamos. Creo que ya tenemos suficiente. Bien. Casi fuera. La atacó aquí cerca nada más, Pris.
Looks like rain.
¿Qué pasa?
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim.
¡No!
Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Ah.
Watch it, Trev. Nobody grabs much your stomping ground.
I know that smell. Formaldehyde. A brazier. This time of year?
Wait,
Man's footprint. The murderer's maybe.
How am I to know?
Weight on his heel,
Watch him, see
Newman.
what he does.
Took a step back.
Fucking come on! That's it, you're in for it! Help me!
Show me what you got.
Help me! Bloody hell.
La piña, préndenos tonto, carajo. ¿Alguien más quiere? El puño de la estrella del sur. What the fuck, otro. Una referencia a Okuto no Ken, no, al puño de la estrella del norte. Bien, listo. ¿Alguien más quiere? Oh.
Think you'll gut me too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Ah.
Calm down.
Aguanta,
I'm not
chicos.
gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Bueno, chicos, los dejo hasta acá, ¿no? Si el video les gustó, no se olviden de comentar y suscribirse. Nos vemos en la próxima. Chao.
Always return to the scene of their crime. Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.